at the spring mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to this I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce. I'm going to tell you, this is a special date on the NBA calendar.
Oh, yeah. I've had this date circled since the schedule was released in the summer. I just love how we have a championship well before the playoffs. A taste of some high-level basketball.
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline. Let's take a look at the numbers for MP.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Jackson. Edie out there with John Morant. And it's Coward in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Michael Porter's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Trore. Then there's Oubre. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here we are, the NBA Cup Championship. Such a unique night on the NBA calendar.
Yeah, and guys, for me, it's up there with a lot of the big events we have, right? Opening night, the All-Star game, Christmas Day telecast. The NBA Cup has entered that conversation of best.
7 feet tall. You don't need much verticality if you're Isaiah Hartenstein. That must be nice.
Pass to Aldama. To the wing right side. The 3 from Morant. Second chance shot. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Coward, covered by Oubre. 4 on the clock. Launches it. And that one's good. Coward.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Tonight, it's all about how they deal with the dynamic John Morant. Coach said it's simple. We cannot allow Morant to get downhill. That's it. The hard part is actually executing that game plan. Ja has so many moves. He's so quick and relentless. We can't lose track of him even for a moment. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Pass to Coward. Back to Morant. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Edie.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
That one goes in. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Now here's Morant. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. Morant with the steal. Here's Jackson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And he makes that one. Hartenstein's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, if you've got a 7-footer like Hartenstein with that kind of touch, just get him the ball in the paint and let him go to work.
Now Edie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Coward. Off target from 3-point range. For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Porter. Again, the Nets for 2.
They are on
fire, just in a great groove here early on.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Drills it from outside. MP's got 5 now. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. This team is firing on all cylinders, with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that had some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented. You've got to be 100% bought in, but then you also need some luck. 50-50 balls bouncing your way. They're getting all of that and then some.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it, good. 7 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wasted no time on that one.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside for Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now here's Oubre. Defense is right there. 2 points. That one goes.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And Aldama has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Pass to MP for the 3. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Morant. Still scoreless. And Aldama has it in the corner. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Oubre, good.
Open rhythm looks.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Shot to stop the run.
Nice awareness right there. MP doing a good job getting his timing right on that block.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Cox, the pass to MP. Banked in off the glass. He's got 14.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
That 3 off the mark. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 11. Aldama can't hit.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Back to MP. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. MP's got 17.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Coward. And they double up Morant. The 3. And it's Coward missing. Nets leading by 14. MP passes to Cox. Here's Mann. And here is MP. He's defended by Edey. 5 on the clock. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Pass to Edey. Lets it go with the 3. Aldama gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant finds Aldama. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. Rebound Brooklyn. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Screen by MP. And that one's good. Cox.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Morant dishes to Jackson. 3-pointer. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 12.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And that one's good. MP.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was tremendous. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive. Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Here's Morant. He has yet to score. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
And Aldama has it in the corner. Just 3 on the clock. And Aldama slams it in.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that.
Can save the other hand for the next time. And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. We come back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup Championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Clark. Ty Jerome out there with Lou George. And it's Clayton in at the 2. No good from Clark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Pass to Hendricks. Memphis moving it around. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. Brooklyn's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. The 3 from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 32 points.
Even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
O'Neal wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so MP will bring it up for Brooklyn. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Down low, pass to Cox. Powell outside. Now here's MP. He's covered by Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Traore gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here is Clark. Dort with the screen for O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Porter. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Jackson has the open look, and a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
MP passes to Powell. Out to the wing. Here's Traore. Pass to MP. Fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets. Now Jerome. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Clark. No good again that time.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. MP is number 1. John Morant, 3rd.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
And the Nets making a change here. Christopher's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Edey's checked in. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Inside, Jackson. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Powell kicks to MP. Powell with a screen on Edey. MP passes to Powell. Jackson with it. Now defended by Powell. And Aldama has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. No one near as Jerome lets it go. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Christopher, the pass to MP. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Aldama. One interesting note about tonight's game, unlike the rest of the Cup break, this does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season, but hey, you ask these guys, and they don't mind at all.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Jacks up a three. Traore with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. So for the Nets, Ami's checked in and Porter subbed in for Powell. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And for the Grizzlies, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. The Nets working the ball around now. MP, good.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The Grizzlies shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Aldama finds Morant. Back to Aldama. Looking for Edey. He gets it there. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Here's MP. And another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the dunk by MP.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
The Grizzlies on offense. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Brooklyn's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Pass to Sarab. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
From MP.
MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% from the field.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in scoring. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Here's Aldama. Here's Edey, and the rejection by MP. Here's Mann. No good with the triple. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one. Morant sets a screen for Jackson. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the technical free throw is good. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Coward's got 9 points.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Pass to Mann. And they double up MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. .121 left in the first half of basketball. Morant with it. Outside Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Fires for 3. Here's Edey. And the rejection by MP. Jackson from long range. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Mann passes to MP. Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Well, you look at Traoré, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, MP, down a few spots. He really does a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. And just miss after miss right now. The Grizzlies shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Cox, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Grizzlies shooting the ball at 42%. And here's Morant. Six on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get on the shot here.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, I have them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
Time now for a closer look at that first half. How about what we're seeing from MP?
Oh, yeah, he came to play, not holding back. He's cooking on the offensive end.
Cooking is right. In fact, I think he may have stolen some of the big fella's recipes.
No way. Those are G34 classified.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Well, his activity has set the tone, blocking and altering shots.
Oubre out there with Traoré. Then it's Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Hartenstein in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Jordan Fernandez as we begin the second half. And that one's good, Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
To the paint, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Aldama can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. MP finds Porter. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 57 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. Pass to Coward. Here's Aldama. Morant with a wide open look. Kept alive. The second chance effort. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on MP.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Edey. And in addition to our NBA Cup champions being crowned tonight, we'll also be naming an NBA Cup MVP.
And what an honor that it's going to be for one of these players. So get your guesses in now for who that MVP will be. I know who I'm going with, but I don't want to spoil it.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Edey. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Edey with the steal. Jackson passes to Morant. Looking for Edey. He gets it there.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss. Well, it's easy to see who the offense is running through tonight. Why change anything?
Pass to Edie. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Here's Jackson. Here's Aldama. And again, Memphis no good. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Took him no time at all on that one. Porter's got 7 now in this quarter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Jackson passes to Aldama. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Aldama's got 24.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
The Grizzlies shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. And it's Morant missing.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Powell, he's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good from Morant. Nets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Powell, that's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Over to the left wing. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Forbes checked in, and Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Hartenstein. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Aldama with 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good from Aldama.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Traoré. He has 6. Claxton the pass to Powell. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Forbes. Clock at 6. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now here's Morant. He's got 10. The 3. Forbes with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Traoré. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Traoré's got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Jackson. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
Here's Coward. 9 points in the game so far. Jackson passes to Morant. It's good with time running down on the shot clock. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Forbes can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Here is Forbes. They set the pick. Here's Traoré. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Puts up a 3. Here's Edie. And the dunk by Edie.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Remember, tonight does not count towards the regular season standings. Greg, do you expect the coaches to empty their benches?
Yeah, this one is out of hand, so you probably start the fourth with your best 5. If they can't cut the lead down, probably rest your starters and start focusing on the regular season.
Jerome, he's checked in for Memphis. Now Edie, 17 points in the game. Pass to Aldama. Here's Jerome. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the inside. Here's Claxton. Grizzlies got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jackson. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Basket good.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And he comes up with the deuce. Jackson's got 15 points. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
The Grizzlies shooting well, 52% in the 3rd. They came to play offensively in the 2nd half. Pass to Coward. To the middle. Here's Edie. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Edie's got 9 points here in the 2nd half. Here's Saroff. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot's good from Forbes.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And for Memphis, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Jackson with it. 15 points in the game. Edie with a screen on Powell. Down low, 5 to shoot. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
On the court, another
shot.
Free throw, no good for Edey. Nets leading by 22. Pass to Cox. Here's Wolf. 1:37 left in the third. Here's Saraf. Knocks down the three ball. Saraf's got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And here's Morant. He's got 14. Claxton with the steal. To the paint. Here's Saraf. Makes it off the glass. Saraf's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Now here's Morant. Inside, Clark. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Claxton. Cox, the pass to man. Here's Saraf. Guarded by Jerome. Here's Mann. A three-pointer is right on target. Mann's got his second basket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Morant. He gets that one. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
And it's the fourth quarter of the NBA Cup Final. So close to crowning our champion. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Ty Jerome out there with Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Wolf at the four-man position.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to man. Here's Saraf. Back to man. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Clark. Here's Christopher. Offline with his three. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Dort. Now, here's Clark. Here's Wolf. Dort wide open. No good on the three.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
Here's Christopher, guarded by Morant. The three-pointer, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Dort. Drills the three-pointer.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Here's Saraf. Here's Christopher. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Outside, Dort. Pass to Morant. Now Clark. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Here's Dort. Misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No coverage that time. Ronnie's got his first points of the game. Pass to Wolf. Dort finds Jerome. Here's Wolf. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Jerome passes to Dort. The Grizzlies with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 23. And he tries in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Morant. It's blocked. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Here's Jerome, and nothing is falling for him right now. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Saroff. Pass to Christopher. Now, man, defended by Dort. And there's the drive. Dort grabs the miss. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Grizzlies with another miss. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
There's the pick. Here's man. And it's off from 3-point range. And for Memphis, they're shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Pass to Wolf. Now Jerome. The three from Morant. And with the rebound. Man's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Here's Christopher. No good from outside.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Pass to Morant. Clark left side. Now Jerome uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
On the wing, man. To the left side wing. Here's Saroff. Shoots over Jerome. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Morant drives in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Christopher. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead. Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Saraf. Here's Wolf. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant outside. Here he goes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 22 points.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
There's the screen to the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Wolf. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pass to Saraf. From deep. It's Clark with the rebound.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open. You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now, man. Here's Saraf. Off target with his 3. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. On the wing, man. Wolf passes to man. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Saraf can't hit. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Morant finds Clark. Jerome with it. Beyond the arc. Wolf grabs the miss. Here's Saraf. Guarded by Jerome. And they're pushing it up. And Brooklyn has possession. They have a 19-point lead. Driving in. Here's Saraf. Up and in on the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Christopher. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Morant. They've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point. A battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.
All right, we're here. P's here. You on the bus head to the game.
Oh, yeah. Got a big one tonight. When I told y'all we were going to focus on our video content, on beating the best teams in the league, this is who I was thinking of.
Man, the bus a little quieter than normal.
Yeah, bro, don't trip on them. We locked in right now. If you want to be a contender, this is the kind of game you have to win. No excuses. Oh. Yo, Zen, what's up?
I don't know who this.
Seeing if he can figure out why we stopped. Hopefully it's not too long before, we can get going again. I'm hungry, man. I need that pregame spread. Oh, here he comes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so what's good?
Oh, man. I'll take that, though.
So we're just stuck?
Yeah, I'm not sure why, though. Look like it's a bunch of streets closed off up there. I think they're going to reroute traffic. Actually, and Pete, as a professional athlete, what do you do when your routine gets disrupted like this?
This is everyday life for a pro athlete. I mean, every game you face unexpected challenges. It's our job to win regardless.
There was some talk up front that we might miss shoot-around. What do you do in that situation?
You get warm during the game. It's not ideal, but you can't go into a game with any excuses, right? That's just a guaranteed L.
Well, any disappointment that this is happening before this game against this team?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not be sitting here for the next 2 hours, getting tight, but it is what it is, bro, and, I look at life like an adventure. Like a video game or so, or something like that. The challenges you face are what you make of them, They could be fun or they could not be. And when you win after facing something this difficult, it's that much sweeter.
It's looking like MP and company will miss today's shoot-around after the team bus got unexpectedly stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic on the way to the arena. It will be very interesting to see if they come out cold to start today's game.
Congrats to Team MP.
I've heard from a few sources close to his camp that MP is